Today in Talbots Shop, where we show you what's been going on and what's going to be going on. The monster truck is nearly ready for its first test day, where I've got to learn to drive it and get all safetied up and all that stuff. So I've just been doing a few little finishing touches to it, just sorting out all this wiring, which was a complete mess, but now it's tidy. Still got a little bit more we got to do, but we're getting there. I've got another set of wheels and tyres coming, because these bad boys here, they're not really any good for going over cars. They're quite thin rubber and they can puncture quite easy. Here we have my M2C X Max that I've modified with all the M2C motor mount and the M2C chassis brace. And yeah, we did break it, so video on that soon, but very impressed with it so far. Got a few parcels there that we got to unbox in a minute. And here we have the world's longest RC car project that's getting a few upgrades. So we keep ripping out plastic bulkheads on this. It's based on an Armour Creighton and Outcast A-Test. As stock, they have very weak bulkheads, and I'll pretty much rip them out after every single run, pretty much. We've got these aluminium ones in there. We've got some M2C upgrades, RPM arms, also 2 giant motors to put into it. I set myself a challenge. I want to make the world's fastest RC car off-road. We're aiming for 100 mile an hour. We have tried it before with that car there, but it's proving to be very challenging. There is a video coming out with this at some point. I'm trying to get this to go 100 mile an hour off-road. I think it's just too small. The grass resistance is just too much. This, I think, it's going to do it. Oh, look, here we have some more toys. Here we have a Car Show Inferno 30th anniversary. OS engine hiding in there, look, and some servos for it. So Mick's going to build it, teach me how to drive it, and then we're going to take it racing and see how well I can do with it. We actually done pretty good with a little electric. Here's a 2-wheel drive electric, and oh, another video coming up is actually the 4-wheel drive version. And then over here we have a, oh, look how cute it is, a little mini Lossy. So I'm going to race this. I want to see how well that can do versus the bigger cars on the same track. I've still got to fix the Raminator. We've got all this stuff in here and some upgrades, so that's going to happen at some point. I've just been so busy with the big monster truck. This monstrosity here, I let Stempy have a go on it, and he completely slaughtered it. There is a video on the main channel with the green background if you want to see that. But we're going to rebuild this. I'm going to put a whole load of Taylor RC upgrades on there. Nice chassis, bulkheads, a whole load of other parts. We're going to turn this thing into a complete beast, and then not let Stemp have a go again. Here, check this out. A scorched part carbon fibre chassis for infraction and limitlesses. It gets rid of that metal chassis and it makes it completely flat bottom. Loads of space for mounting your batteries. So we are actually going to do a single motor speed car build with the new Hobby Wing system. This one here is the Max 5 combo. We got the Max 4 combo coming, which is much bigger. This is already big. And even a motor of this size for that would be like madness. But we're going from one size up. Also, look, we got this special motor mounting system from Scorched Parts as well. Also, a Raz... Whoa. Probably not the first time that's going to happen. Also, a Raz Shiftwing Edition Scorched Parts Batwing spoiler thing for it. Oh, this little RC car here, the associated rival MT10, is, I think, the strongest, cheapish RC car. So we had it out a few videos ago. I let all my buddies have a go on it, and eventually I said, try and kill it. No one could kill it. It still goes. If you're in the market for a cheap RC car, well, some people tell me off and say, okay, if it's not cheap. But, you know, cheapness is not a definitive amount. It's not like £10 is cheap and £100 is expensive. Cheapness is a relative term. So say, for example, there was like a $50,000 Rolls Royce. That would be a cheap Rolls Royce. But just because you can't afford it doesn't mean that it's not cheap. So cheapness relative term. So this here, compared to other cars in its class, like the Mini Max, it's extremely cheap. Give me a break. I'm going to put a link down below for that. And also maybe I'll put a... No, I won't put a product link there. It doesn't work on this channel. On the main channel it does. On the main channel you'll probably notice sometimes there's a little product link there. If you click on there, you can see where you can get stuff from that's in the video. But this channel, for some reason, doesn't let me do it. These ones here are quite good, really, because you put your wire in there, you crimp it, then you heat it up, and this heat shrinks itself to the wire and glues it on, making it doubly strong. Yes, so we've got all different sizes here. Look at all this packaging just for this. Surely all this lot would have fitted into one of them, but no, all that lot. Here we have some Pclips. And a load of O-rings, all different sizes, and some fibre washers. I've actually got no idea what these are for, but I saw them and thought they might be handy for something one day. I like having all these little assorted boxes because sometimes they come really in handy. So these Pclips here, they're handy for tidying up hoses and cables and things like that, but what I'm going to use it for, I need to make a guard to go over this supercharger belt. And because if it comes off, you don't want to hit any fuel lines. So we need to make a guard that goes from here up and over to about here somewhere. And these Pclips here be the perfect thing to put around that alternator bracket there just to hold it in place. Then we've got to make some sort of a standoff up here or something to hold it. Boom, boom. Oh, also back to speedrunning. We got this radio here with some range extenders that Raz Schifrin recommended me to get for the project World's Fastest RC Car, which you guys keep banging on about. Here in the UK, it's really difficult finding roads. I'm just talking of a few places to try and find somewhere to run it. This car's ready to run. This has got the 2 motors in there, direct drive. We've had it at 138 mile an hour. The runway was way too rough. Air got under it, it took off, it crashed, and we need to find a smoother runway, and we're on the case. I've also got another secret speed build planned that I want to hopefully get ready at some point this year. 4 motors, Mahusive, and yeah, more on that later. Oh, Postman! So here we have a piece of aluminium. Or aluminum for the Americans. And that is what we're going to make our supercharger belt guard out of. Oh, it's Christmas every day. Check it out, we have a 3S armour infraction. We've only just got them here in the UK. They're a little bit slow out the box, but we're going to make it fast video soon.